Welcome! Have you heard of Elisabeth von Eicken? She was a German landscape painter at a time when women had little opportunity to pursue a career in art. With courage and talent, she carved out a place for herself, studying in France and Italy, connecting with artist colonies, and becoming one of Germany's great landscape painters. Let's take a closer look at her life. She was born in 1862 in Mülheim an der Ruhr as the third daughter of a wealthy merchant and manufacturer. She received her training in Murano, Menton, Geneva, Berlin, and finally in Paris with Edmond Jan, where she was strongly influenced by the Barbizon School and Alfred Sisley. She worked as a freelancer in Berlin-Grunewald and built a summer house and studio in the artists' colony of Ahrenshoop, maintaining close contact with its founders. She exhibited regularly at the Great Berlin Art Exhibition and in Munich's Glaspalast, was also represented in Paris and received a gold medal for her arts and crafts work at the World's Fair in St. Louis. She was also a member of important artists' associations. Around 1895, she married Henry Edler von Pepke, the lord of the manor of Quassel, and had 3 children with him. However, she kept her maiden name for her art. After the estate was sold in 1905, the family moved to Berlin-Grunewald. Even from her sickbed, she organized exhibitions, despite suffering from obesity and circulatory problems. However, the emotional strain led to her being declared legally incompetent in 1912, followed by a stay in a clinic and later permanent care. She died in Potsdam in 1940 at the age of 78. Let's take a closer look at her painting style and motifs. Her style thrives on an intense perception of nature, atmospheric landscapes, and a strong impasto application of paint. She was particularly interested in the vibrant contrasts of light and shadow, sometimes light and transparent, sometimes bright and colorful. Initially rich in detail and symbolism, her painting style became increasingly free and expressive after 1900, with broad strokes. She found her motifs in the forests, on the coast, and by the Baltic Sea, especially in Ahrenshoop, where fog, storms, and autumnal light permeate her paintings. 3 of her best-known works are Spring, an atmospheric painting that shows her keen sense of light and nature, and Memento Mori, imbued with symbolism and forest mysticism. Winter Landscape also showcases her style, a quiet expanse with clear surfaces, impasto paint application, and vibrant contrasts of light and shadow. She leaves behind hundreds of landscape paintings, a legacy full of light, nature, and emotion. We know surprisingly little about her private life and her children, but her works continue to appear at auctions. We hope you enjoyed this insight into the life and work of Elisabeth von Eicken. If so, subscribe to our channel for more exciting art stories. And if you have any further information about her life and work, please write it in the comments.